Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, and we're a little bit further ahead because I skipped past some diplomacy and stuff. No wars have happened yet, but some shit is about to go down in the Stormlands currently with a little rebellion going on against the rule of the Connington girl, like I predicted. My ward, Tommen Lannister, or Tommen Hill, is a legitimized bastard, whatever the hell you want to call him. Even though I'm his mentor, and I've sort of been looking after him since he was a kid, albeit as a prisoner, kind of, he still fucking hates me because I've taken, usurped his titles that he apparently owns, but doesn't own because he's, being outed as a bastard. That's kind of public knowledge now. I don't know why the hell he still claims that he has rights. He doesn't have shit. He's lucky I've given him the Westerlands. He still fucking hates me, but he is still at court, but he's of age now and married to Marjorie Tyrell, which means the Lannisters and the Tyrells now have an alliance, making them probably the most powerful two most powerful factions in Westeros right now, but not compared to House Mud. Peter Baelish died of illness, and instantly I inherited the entire of the Riverlands. So I handed the Riverlands over to the oldest of the Mud brothers, and then wedded Sansa Stark off to Mud, since Sansa Stark was previously married to Peter Baelish, who died. And what that generally means is it gave the Muds claim to Winterfell. So a few minutes or so later on, as you know, when we left off, the Ramsay Snow was fighting a rebellion in the north. Now what happened here is Ramsay Snow died in the battle. It then transferred over to his sister, I believe, or daughter, who was named Sansa Bolton. She was captured or executed, or she mysteriously died. Mysteriously, air quote. But after that, the North instantly transferred to me because there was no direct heirs. And, I tried to give the North to Sansa, because she's a Stark, and then her children would be Muds, and then they'd inherit it. But it wouldn't let me give the North to Sansa for some reason. So what we did is gave the North to the Hand of the King, House Mud, as well. So House Mud now controls all of the Riverlands and the North, at least most of the North. Some of the houses are still sort of fractured off and then sort of swore fealty to me rather than the Lord Paramount of the North. They sort of don't like him because he's a riverman, and at the same time, they're all gods, so they're sort of like, meh. They're not entirely pissed off about it, but still. What I did is I gave the younger Mud brother lordship of the Dreadfort, since there was no Boltons left, and I didn't want to give the other Mud brother too much. But the Muds now control all of the North and all of the Riverlands, with their Cadet branch controlling the Dreadforts. The Muds have an heir, Lord Ryman of the Riverlands, and he'll inherit it. Myself, of course, I have my dragon, and I have my eldest son, Prince Rhaegar, named after my father. He's the heir to my kingdom. We also have my daughter, who is named after my sister, who I lost when the King's Landing was sacked and whatnot. My wife still rules way across there. I sent Loras Tyrell to guard her in Mern as well, along with Baratheon Selmy, I assume, is over there also. She's pregnant again as well, which is good, so we'll have another kid. I've, of course, got both Dragon Riders. I'm assuming I can summon her to wars if I want to. But I think we're on the precipice of shit hitting the fan kind of thing, because it is only a matter of time before the Lannisters try something, right? We all saw it coming when I decided to show mercy towards Tommen Baratheon and his mother. We all saw it coming. And we know that he's likely going to do something very soon. The question is, when? The Brainword inherited... yeah. Also, I gave House Brune, these guys, I gave them lordship of the Blackwater Rush, due to Fawn's previous family. If we go here, I'm not sure what's all that popping up is. If we go here, I can show you the history. It used to belong to House Fawn, but there's no members left. The only member left is Alistair Fawn of the Night's Watch, but obviously he can't inherit or titles or anything. His brother, I believe, died of severe stress, and that was the end of his line. So that's that house completely wiped out. I gave it to a loyal person in my court that I felt would be trusted with the title. I was going to give it to the Rosberries, but they already had stuff, so I'd rather have a vassal that loves me and is eternally grateful for me to handing over the stuff. I had to pay like 600 gold to the Lannisters because Cersei demanded that I repay the loan that Robert Baratheon had to the Westerlands. He's lost his wife, so that would give him reason to join the Kingsguard. He's also good, but this guy is a bastard. Well, not that I have anything against that, really, but... House Yonwood is a prestigious house, to say the least. He's depressed, so joining the Kingsguard might make him feel a bit lower. Brave, just, honest, kind. He's a bit proud. He's a poet. He's widowed. He's a knight, skilled fighter. He's got huge and he's strong. He won't have to command anything, but I believe that Yonwood is... It might give him, distract him from the recent loss of his wife as well, I suppose. It would be the highest honor, the servant of Kingsguard. Good to hear it. Yeah, if it was just Cersei, she has no claim to the Iron Throne or anything other than the Westerlands, then I'm happy to let her have it. And realistically, from a book point of view, Tommen Baratheon grew up as my ward. I took him to tourneys and gave him respect as my squire. I taught him to fight. He's a trained fighter because of me. And all of this, and... Really, realistically, he wouldn't care that I, you know... I've treated him with respect. He wouldn't care, would he? He's not Joffrey. He wouldn't despise me like this game's saying that he does. Should we name her after Daenerys? I suppose so. Yeah, good enough name. I have a second daughter. Who I could... Not married. I think they've lost that little rebellion, unfortunately. Actually, if they group up one, they might be able to pull it back. Yeah. Dawn has that. By the way, Marcella Lannister died of illness as well. There's a lot of that going around. Or I could marry him to Robert Arryn. Or Harold Hardring and make it past to Arryn, but... I think having Dawn on my side is probably the better thing. Yeah. And Daenerys will marry her cousin. Or my cousin. Yeah, you know. Technically speaking, I'm related to Daenerys and she's my wife, so, you know. We've already gone down this rabbit hole. And it's not brother to sister, kind of. It's, yeah, so, you know. We won't go that far into the inbreeding because it just goes crazy and then your characters get all fucking weird. And, you know... We don't want the whole 50-50 Targaryen great, Targaryen crazy thing that we're doing. But I will offer her to secure the allegiance of Dawn for future wars. I wonder if Baratheon, Barristan, sorry, got into the book for... no, he didn't. Because he wasn't my Lord Commander, he hasn't got into the thing. Lord Commander Roddy Duck was my guy. Where's Yonwood at? He's this guy, isn't he? Yeah, there you go. There you go. For the RP for that, he was depressed and accepted on the grounds that he just lost his wife, so he was a bit, yeah, screw it kind of thing. What's this? Has declared war against the tyranny of Lord Paramount Robert of the Vale. You see, it's the minus 300, otherwise the kid would like me a lot. I'm his mentor, honoured squire, happy with upbringing, merciful, all this kind of stuff. Oop. Slow to learn to talk. I'm going to wait for the Stormlands to stop its war currently, but once that's done, hopefully everyone will be at peace, or at least relative peace, with only minor wars to contend with. And then we'll take the Iron Isles. That was the horse being stolen, though. See, we've still got the fucking Pirate King down here, but he is of absolutely no concern to me. There is so much of this, look. It's horrible. I think I could turn all this shit off in the options if I wanted to, but... You know. Some of it pops up and it's actually quite helpful. Other times it's, you know, not. See, plenty of houses love me because I've given them so much goddamn territory and made them so powerful. The Muds are like my best and closest supporters. The Arons of the Vale are quite nice. Connington Girl, you know, I gave her that. The Martells have been with me since the beginning, but... The Martells are okay, they don't mind me. Although, apparently, the Tommen took a loan and I've inherited all their debt. My wife's off doing stuff. I've repaid, like, 500 or so coin to the Lannisters. Aha, now... There you go. Okay, we'll save, and then we'll launch an invasion of the Iron Isles. It's about time we brought them to heel. They've been free to run around the place doing whatever the hell they like for far too long now. Declare war. Dragon conquest of the Iron Isles. I guess we're using it to claim the Iron Her by right of conquest by virtue of the fact that they are the Dragon Riders. We declare war, however given a chance to surrender. Until they answer, King may not raise their vassals. Time to see what he does. Your Grace, I will honour my obligations to take up arms to defend the realm against the rebels. The armies of the Westerners will soon join you as possible. Excellent. Your Grace, I will honour my obligations. Your Grace, I will honour my obligations. I will honour my obligations. I will honour my obligations. The Iron Throne is a state of war. Okay, so I'm assuming that the douchebags have failed to bend the knee. Your Grace, I shall honour the obligations. Yep. The fucking... Just look at all this. It's hilarious. See, the Muds might be the only ones not to accept because... I know they have. Already. It's just that I'm controlling them directly by the looks of it. But yeah, all my... the Stormlands, Dawn, the Reach, the Lannisters, the Vale have all bent the knee. Have all risen up and, you know... Yeah, the 76k is the full might of the Riverlands and the North, I think. Not the full might of the North, I still have these guys. We'll have them march towards Winterfell. Just for the sake of, you know, I have them march towards Winterfell. Fleet levies, we will raise. Definitely. It is going to be distinctively hard to find enough ships to take all these guys across. Can't I just fly across? I have a dragon. Okay, we'll save here because I'm not entirely sure what kind of horrible damage me burning Pike to the ground is going to do. Because that's what I want to do. That's why I wanted to raid on my forces and raise them all and take the Iron Isles kind of thing. Because I want to burn Pike. Well, well, well. Look what the fucking cat dragged in. You're a little far from home, aren't you, Ironborn? See, that's why I cut these guys off. I knew they'd fucking sail around and land over here somewhere. The Lord Commander of the King's Guard will lead the charge against the Ironborn dogs. Along with the High Septum, apparently. Okay, now we'll save. And burn Pike. Because we're evil. Their king's not there, but we're going to do it anyway. Deploy your dragon into siege. Dracarys. We got 61,000 guys here being led by the High Septim and my Lord Commander of the Knights, the Kingsguard, against the Ironborn douches. I don't want the dragon to get wounded, but I want him to get some experience, and I want to do as much damage as possible to Pike. I won't bother sending anyone to burn that. But it was just I wanted to burn Pike and teach the Greyjoys a fucking lesson. They will not be inheriting the forces anytime soon. I'm afraid the only thing the Greyjoys are going to be doing is enjoying a nice fucking retirement from Lordship of the Iron Isles. Someone more reliable like the Harlaws will likely take over. Enforce demands. They'll lose their crown to be named Lord Paramount of the Isles, swearing fealty to the Iron. Yeah. Now what, we couldn't capture him in battle? Yeah, burning. Wasteland. I don't know, I'll let it run for a second and see if I get to choose his fate, or does he just become my Lord Paramount? And that's it. You received word from Sealshore that a young man here is claimed to be Brandon Stark, the son of the late Eddard Stark, who was brought back from the dead. Uh-oh. That's a fucking claimant to the north, right there. Although he's a cripple. He is, in fact, a claimant to the north, who will likely have the Northern Lords rise up against him. We'll resign, because if they're just going to bend the knee, I want to burn the entire Iron Isles. You know, if you're not going to give me the chance to strip the Greyjoys of their titles, then you're just going to die, I'm afraid. I will kill every last one of you. You know, do a bit of bonding with my fellow Lord Paramounts and enjoying the revelry of burning the Iron Isles to ash. I got 10k fucking... dudes over here. There you go. We may as well take all of this and see what happens. Nah. Like I said, I want to kill as many of them as I possibly can. No surrender. Send those guys to the Iron Isles. These dudes can come over here and take ship and join. I mean, to the Iron Throne, sorry, and they can defend the capital. While the rest of us come over across here. Where's that king at exactly? Tyrion was imprisoned. Yep. No one cares about that. I'll let my dragon devour him. And hopefully not gain the crawl trait. Don't quite love Daenerys anymore, apparently. Well, it doesn't appear that the king's going to actually even take the thing anymore, so we'll just end the war here. And what was that about a Daenerys in a war with somebody? Yeah, we'll totally offer to help her. I can't move those guys all across the water anyway, so we'll move these guys to King's Landing. I'm hoping that they will try and rise up against me again. There's not many Greyjoys left. Actually, I inherit the Iron Isles if he dies, when he dies. And I highly doubt that will be very long now. And then we'll give it to the Harlaws, no doubt. Probably as my second favourite faction, you know, House Harlaw is probably just that. They're not for the old ways at all, which is good. See, I did not owe him that much money before. Fine, if you say so, that's it. I'm not fucking paying you anymore. Yeah, I'm on my way to help her. The Lord Commander of my Kingsguard will stand with me. I think we'll get Dennis Slint, yeah, the King and his Kingsguard travelling across the waters. I humbly request I'm legitimized and fully recognized as a member of the House Elbow. Elbow? To rule over the elbow. Who the hell ruled the elbow in the past? House Dane. And how do you figure that you have any right to claim this land, exactly? I'd rather have the Danes control it. No, you're a nameless bastard with no solid claim to the land. I gotta love that the Muds are actually, like, pretty much crushing any northern forces that dare stand against them. We cannot claim our vassal's war. Why can't we join our vassal's war? Is my wife doing okay over there? Yeah, she's kicking ass. Probably not even worth me moving troops to help, really. It's weird that you can join some vassals in their wars, but not others. Very strange. Alright, we'll disband those guys. And my Lord Commander can begin immediately retraining. And in the Master of Whisperers. Kettleback has excellent... but I have no idea why he has excellent fucking intrigue. Family. Okay, Brandon Stark has been found, which is not going to be good. I was wondering if he was going to be found again. But he's got a strong claim to the north, and there's only a matter of time before the Northern Lords rise up and, you know, try and take shit. See, Cersei doesn't mind me, but at the same time, she'd probably turn against me if she had enough power backing her, but she wouldn't dare do so yet, especially since I've got a dragon. I gotta love the... my fucking... oh, what's this? Fucking expecting me. Yeah. No point not doing that. It gets me relations with my lords. Coordination of incest. Oh, well, guys. Like I said, I gotta go get dinner, so apparently it's cooking, and, you know. I'll get yelled at otherwise. A young artist is working on the Van the Warrior. I pray for courage. Sure, why not? As long as someone else doesn't ask for a fucking debt to be repaid that I have no idea I even fucking owed. Do I owe anything to the Martells? Nope. Although they do have a lot of shit going down. I think that's the only thing I owe to the Reach. I definitely don't owe anything to the Greyjoys, for fucking certain. But anyway, guys, we'll end this here and probably skip ahead a bit after Balon's dead, unless anything pops up like a Lannister rebellion. But that's all for now. Soul out.